Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Peters with the Pottsville Church of Christ, and it is time for our morning 25. This is Luke chapter 2, verse 25. And behold, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon. And this man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. So he came by the Spirit into the temple, and when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he took him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation, which you have prepared before the face of all peoples, a light to bring revelation to the Gentiles and the glory of your people, Israel. And Joseph and his mother marveled at those things which were spoken of him. Then Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is destined for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign which will be spoken against. Yes, a sword will pierce through your own soul also, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. Here's a very interesting account of a man by the name of Simeon. And it's interesting when we read throughout the life of Jesus, many times what we find are individuals who reject him. In fact, it seems like the majority of the accounts we read about Jesus, he's dealing with individuals who are always trying to fight against him, especially the religious elite of the day. And what it boils down to, their expectations of what they thought the Messiah should be. They had a picture in mind of who the Christ was going to be, and Jesus did not fit that picture. And so as a result, they rejected him. Now, here is an example, however, of Simeon, who is a man who recognized and accepted Jesus as the Son of God, as that promised Messiah. And as a result, he glorified God because of it, despite the fact that Jesus was simply at the time in the form of an infant, very different than what many people of the day would expect. And maybe even he didn't meet the expectations of Simeon, but nevertheless, Simeon accepted God at his word. And this becomes a wonderful, wonderful example of faith, a wonderful example of the acceptance of God's will and God's plan. You know, many times today in life, we plan things, and we plan vacations, and we plan outings, and we plan all of these different things. And a lot of times they just simply don't go as planned. In fact, all of us right now, because of this epidemic that's going on with this virus, we're experiencing that. We had plans for April, and yet here we are. April's right here, and all of those plans have been canceled. All of those plans have been changed. Things just didn't work out the way we expect. Sometimes that happens in our prayer life as well, doesn't it? We take to the throne of God our cares and our worries and what we want and wish from God. And, well, God has different plans in mind. When we make plans and God has a different idea in mind for us, we have to realize that it's our responsibility to submit to his plan and his will. We need to understand that God's plan is always perfect, though it doesn't meet our expectations. And therefore, we have to be like Simeon. When we come to that type of situation where our plans are antagonistic with God's plans for us, we have to submit our will to his. We have to have faith in him that he knows best. We have to trust in his wisdom and accept what his will says for our lives. This is Mike Peters with the Pottsville Church of Christ, hoping that this small devotional thought will give a positive spin to your day. Hope everybody is doing well. Everybody keep praying and stay safe.